discuss. Okay. Hi guys. How are you doing? So my name is Slava. I'm CEO and co-founder of Liquidifty. Yep. And here with me another Slava. He's our CTO and co-founder as well. And today we're going to be speaking about Web3 Gaming, the current landscape and future trends. And let us start with a quick introduction of what we're doing at Liquidifty. So basically, Liquidifty is a platform for Web3 gamers where they can easily explore different Web3 gaming possibilities and find the best games for them by analyzing the gameplay, active community, and some on-chain data of how many active users, how many players playing each day, how many do they spend, how many do they earn. Also, you can analyze the profiles of other players who are playing with you. And yes, and of course you can choose the games by different genres, chains, NFTs as well. And of course, if you're already playing the games, it's hard to manage and track your performance across all different chains and platform, etc., etc. And then with Liquidity, you can do it everything at one place. So all your games at one place, and also all your friends and the competitors in one place. So you can, I don't know, you can create alliances and gangs and play together in different games, or you can compete and be a part of some tournaments and win some valuable prizes in the games. So basically, all in one for Web3 gaming is on Liquidity. And the last but not least, it's hard to manage all the gaming NFTs because there are so many different chains, platform, game collections, etc., etc. And on Liquidity, we are building like the liquidity hub for all the in-gaming NFTs. So they are easily accessible, and you on the one platform you can find a lot of people who are interested in these items and with whom you can exchange them. Yep. And so basically, let's start with Web3 gaming.
Yeah. My name is Slava, as Slava already said. So let's start with three examples of games that gain huge amount of attention previously. So first of all, let's start with CryptoKitties. It was bull run of Bitcoin, and everyone tries to get their Ethereum wallet first, and they get like about 200k active users. It was a lot of new base for the Web3 market, and it was wow, awesome, very cool. After it, Axie Infinity, it's CryptoKitties successor, and they bring a little bit more on breeding. They added a little PvP games and all other stuff, but players still want to just breed and make some SOPs tokens. And in the 2021, there was Stepan with the bring new mechanics, just move to earn. So everybody was like, whoa, I just can walk on the stage and make some money. Okay, and it was so easy to everyone to on board on it. And effect of these mechanics was tremendous, and a lot of new users come to the Web3 and create their first Web3 wallets on the Ethereum. It was MetaMask or other same things. But time shows us that all these X to earn mechanics just didn't work because of lack of the mechanic itself, or maybe token utility. All of the tokens drop significantly in the time.
Yes, and the main reason of this fail of the external early experiments was that the expectations met the harsh reality. Because in the first external games, the majority, like the only and the main motivation for the players was to earn something. But in reality, only like 1% or maybe up to 10% earn something, but the majority of people didn't do it. But even worse, they lost their money, and that's why we understood that these external models and concepts doesn't work. And where is Web3 gaming now?
Yeah. So what investment data show us for 2022? It's like 62% of all investment goes directly to the Web3 gaming. An additional 25%, and it will be 87% in total, goes to the Web3 gaming or metaverses. And this shows us that investors believe in the Web3 gaming and metaverses, and they need to build it. And maybe in 3 to 5 years, it's standard game development cycle right now. We can see a huge amount of newcomers here and huge games. So, and also maybe this one will be a leading factor to bring the next bull market to us.
Yes, as we can see that the number of Web3 games are growing like exponentially, and we already have more than 2,000 of Web3 games, and in the recent years, these numbers are growing quite fast, and we believe that in 2023 we're going to see even more games. And also we can see interesting thing that blockchains are starting to compete to get as many Web3 games as possible, because as Slava said, Web3 games is entrance point for many users who didn't try crypto before. And for blockchains, it's very important to catch this user first to attract them to their ecosystem. And the blockchains, they compete, they try to make faster transactions, less gas costs, and they providing a lot of support to the Web3 game builders. An example, grants, investments, etc., etc. So the market is quite hot. And numbers confirms this. As for today, there are more Web3 gamers in crypto than, an example, DeFi users, and this number continues to grow. Why was 2022 so important for gaming?
So, what's past 2 years leave us with some takeaways, maybe? So, we already see that X to earn just doesn't work, and not every player will earn in the next things. Okay, but also we saw that if there's any small possibility to user to exploit something from your game to gain some profit, they will do it and do it a lot, and your project may fail on it. So to switch to fun first, we need first of all make it free to play. You don't need NFT, you do not need token, you maybe don't need wallet to start playing. You just need to came here and maybe have some fun already right now. So, and next one, it will be play to own. When you just player, you playing some knights and shields and towers game, okay, and you create some cool sword and maybe shield. Then you will just green them and maybe sold it for some money on the free market, and it will be awesome. But you need to be lucky and also you hardworking to make this word valuable on the market. So not everyone will be earning, and only top players maybe can earn. And from the side of the development, okay, we need to provide simple solution, simple wallets. We already have seen a lot of solution out there on this NFT Paris conference and all over the market. But also we need to create some a little bit less complex solution for developers to onboard from Web 2 to Web 3. And in case of security, there's a lot of scams going on right now. There's a lot of exploits and all this data. And to have fun, you need to have no risks. So we need a lot of solution in this field to protect our users and our projects to just be scammed off by some hackers or anyone else.
Yes, so what we expect from 2023 is that, first of all, finally the industry understood that fun should be first, that games should be games, and the gameplay should be exciting and interesting for players to just play, hang out with friends, and spend time here. And secondly, we can see like, more and more talented teams from traditional gaming, CGI artists are coming to the sphere, and they started to build like really interesting and fascinating game worlds, like very beautiful. And we believe then from the 2023 we're gonna see the games that can really compete with traditional game in terms of quality and interesting gameplay and brightness and interest. Yes. So, and of course we should work with terminology, because as Reddit showed us, if we start call NFTs just digital collectibles, it's much more easier for normies to come to the space to understand what is going on, and we need to make this environment as understandable as possible for traditional gamers, so they don't need to learn new things just to play game. And of course, no more external models. And so after all of it, why do we even need blockchain in games, and why do we need it? So a simple answer is no one really knows if we need blockchain in games or not, but there are some strong beliefs. First of all, about digital ownership, because gaming was always about owning gaming items, some skins, weapons, whatever. Like gamers always green some items or gold or anything. And Web3 and blockchain provides us new opportunities. So finally, we can own digital items as well as we own physical items, and we can have like full custody of these items, and only us do have this custody. Of course, new fun experience like POPs, soul-bound tokens, digital identity, so we can create gamer ID, which can be used in big variety of games and platforms, etc. Also, completely new game worlds. An example, there are already some games that are built fully on chain, and the world in these games is being generated by the code, by the smart contracts. So no one really has control even of the maps of the games and of the game itself. And this is something unprecedentedly new for the sphere. Of course, we all know successful implementation in the card games. An example, So Rare, NBA Top Shot, Gods Unchained, NFTs like fits very well with these collectible games. And obviously, blockchain brings more fairness and transparency to esports, tournaments, etc. And the last, but I think the most important one is community, because as we all know here we all know that Web3 communities are very different from Web2 communities. And when your players have something like token or NFT or anything from your game, they feel like they are co-creating the game with you. They feel like they're co-investing with you. And if the team delivers well, they're ready to really support and really push your project to the top and to help you bootstrap your success like really quick. And the community is very important here. But of course, with advantages, we have a lot of challenges that we should overcome in the next years. So first of all, it's slow adoption to mainstream platforms. You all know that Apple, Steam, Epic Games, wherever they very slowly come into the NFT space. It's very hard to publish your crypto game in traditional publishers. And the next thing is Web3 games still has very small audience, and no one really researched it yet. So we don't really understand who are these people and why they're playing, and we need to do a lot of work here. And of course, a lot of majority of Web3 games are not user-friendly. It's very hard to understand why do you need to play this game, how to start playing, how to not lose your money, and all of these things. And of course...
Okay, and on the developer side, pardon, on the developer side, we need to provide out-of-the-box solutions to them to create out-of-box minting solution, out-of-box NFT management solution, out-of-box NFT marketplace. And all these things need to be pretty understandable for newbies in Web3. We already said that we have huge market of Web2 gaming right around the corner. And we need to obtain them, we need to train them, we need to provide tutorials and onboard them to us. So, what Liquidifty can offer you right now? So right now, 2 years ago, we started Liquidifty like NFT marketplace, and right now we're providing this out-of-box solution to minting, trading, implementing NFTs in your projects. It can be a game, it can be a DeFi product, but recently we're pivoting to the game industry, so you can create your project and in few clicks integrate NFT solution inside it. Next big thing that we are now working on is players analytics and on-chain analytics, where you can just a little bit make a lot of searching in the data, which games are most popular, which are least popular right now, see other players, what other players playing, and which mechanics may work for you and which mechanics just meant to be failed. And last thing is collateral-free renting. With this thing, we can provide for our investors, gamers, and collectors opportunity to just lend their NFTs and earn something when they just didn't play or make anything with their assets.
And at this time, we provide almost all these solutions completely for free without any fees and charge. So if there are any blockchain builders, Web3 game builders in the audience, please feel free to reach out to us. So we wanted to build together, we want to collaborate, and we want to build a successful and bright future for Web3 gaming together. So, yep, let's build.
Yeah, let's build Web3 safe.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Maybe some questions. Okay, sorry, no time for questions.
Thank you, guys.